Hey guys, tonight we leave the safety of the mainland behind and sail into one of the most mysterious stretches of the Pacific Northwest, where cold ocean waves crash endlessly against jagged cliffs, and thick fog swallows everything beyond a few hundred feet. The salty wind carries the distant cry of seagulls, while the sea stretches endlessly into darkness. You probably won't survive this, without questioning whether some places were ever meant to be found. So before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. And while you're here, let me know in the comments where you're listening from and what your local time is right now. Now dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. For more than a century, sailors along the Washington coastline have shared the same impossible story. On nights when the fog becomes thick enough to hide the stars, a lighthouse appears. It doesn't exist on any map. No captain has ever found it during daylight. The U.S. Coast Guard has searched for it countless times. Nothing. Yet every few months, someone reports seeing its bright white beacon cutting through the fog. The strange part isn't the lighthouse. It's what happens after you see it. Ships that sail toward the light often disappear from radar for several hours. When they finally return, their crews insist only a few minutes have passed, but back on shore, days have gone by. Some sailors refuse to speak about what they saw, others quit the sea forever. Local fishermen call it the lighthouse beyond the fog. They all repeat the same warning. If the light flashes 3 times, turn your boat around. Tonight, you decide to find it. The engine of your small boat hums quietly as you leave the harbor behind. Soon, the shoreline disappears. Fog surrounds you from every direction. Your GPS screen begins flickering. The compass starts spinning wildly. Then, far ahead, a single beam of brilliant white light slowly sweeps across the ocean. Once, twice, 3 times the lighthouse has found you. The beam of light sweeps silently across the water. Once, twice, 3 times, your heart begins to race. Every story you've heard tells you to turn back, but curiosity wins. You gently push the throttle forward. The boat glides deeper into the fog. The ocean becomes strangely calm. No waves, no wind, even the sound of your engine seems distant, as if the sea itself is holding its breath. Then, the lighthouse appears. It stands atop a towering black cliff that wasn't there a moment ago. Its white stone walls are spotless. Its lantern burns brighter than any modern beacon, yet something feels wrong. There are no docks, no buildings, no signs of life, only the lighthouse. Waiting, your GPS suddenly goes completely blank. The compass needle spins without stopping. The digital clock on your dashboard flashes. 11:59 p.m., 11:59 p.m. 11:59 p.m. It refuses to change. You carefully step onto the rocky shore. The air is cold. The fog clings to your clothes like icy hands. A narrow stone path leads toward the lighthouse. As you walk, you notice footprints in the wet ground. Fresh footprints. Only one set, leading uphill, none coming back. Halfway up the path, you find an old weathered sign. Its faded letters barely remain. Fog Point Lighthouse ESD. 1891 beneath it, someone has carved a second message. Leave before the 4th light. Before you can read anything else, the lighthouse flashes again. 1, 2, 3, then a 4th flash. The entire fog-covered ocean suddenly glows pale blue. From somewhere out in the mist, a deep ship horn echoes, not once, not twice, but over and over again. You look toward the sea, far beyond the waves. An enormous shadow slowly emerges from the fog. It's a ship, an old passenger ship. Its lights are still on. Its windows are filled with motion. People seem to be standing inside, watching you, yet the ship makes no sound as it drifts toward the lighthouse. Then the front door of the lighthouse slowly creaks open by itself. From the darkness inside, a calm voice quietly whispers, "You're exactly on time." You hesitate for only a moment. The heavy wooden door stands wide open. Warm golden light spills onto the stone path. Behind you, the mysterious passenger ship continues drifting silently through the fog. Ahead, the lighthouse waits. You step inside. The door closes by itself. Boom! The sound echoes through the empty tower. The air smells of salt, old wood, and burning oil. A spiral staircase rises into darkness. Portraits of old lighthouse keepers cover the walls. Every painting looks centuries old. Then, one portrait catches your attention. Your heart nearly stops. The face in the painting is yours. Beneath it, a small brass plate reads, "Keeper of the light appointed. Tomorrow." You stare at the date in disbelief. Tomorrow? That makes no sense. A loud bell rings above you. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. The entire lighthouse trembles. Outside, the sea suddenly becomes violent. Huge waves crash against the cliffs. The windows shake. You rush toward one of them. The passenger ship is now directly below the lighthouse. Hundreds of people stand perfectly still on its deck. No one speaks, no one moves. Every single face is turned toward you. Then, one person slowly raises a hand. It's you, wearing soaked clothes, looking older. Your older self silently mouths 4 words. "Don't light the beacon," before you can react. Footsteps echo from above, slow, heavy, steady. Someone is descending the spiral staircase. A figure appears, an elderly lighthouse keeper carrying an old brass lantern. His long coat is soaked with seawater. His eyes look exhausted. He stops a few steps above you. Without introducing himself, he quietly says, "I've been waiting for the next keeper." He hands you the lantern. The flame burns with an unnatural blue light. "You have 2 choices," he says. "Keep the light burning, and the people on that ship will remain trapped forever. Or let the light go out, and everything beyond the fog will come ashore." The old keeper slowly begins to fade like mist. Within seconds, he's gone. Only the lantern remains in your hands. Then, the great beacon above the lighthouse begins to flicker. Once, twice, 3 times, its light grows weaker. From outside, hundreds of voices suddenly whisper together. "Choose.